What you mean? Woo! And now just a so with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think it compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw it if he fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go top for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I doubt y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her, so no. I said, what you mean? Whoa. I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I went fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag guard, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and ayatollahs. Rap guard, Cyclops and ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think road still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, I'm bad as bad, gon' get it. What you mean?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Lions are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Browns, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run with Crowell. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. On second down, here's Crowell. Finding room to the 20. And he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. Look at 56.
On the run, it's Crowell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
Oh, Brandon, that was a big play by the defense to keep him at the end zone on third down. So there's an early decision to be made here, isn't there? I know that 3 is awfully tempting, but I'd pull on my big boy pants right now, and I'd go for it.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
First carry for Marshawn Lynch. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, showing why he was the #1 pick as he gets him behind the line. To throw on second down is Kaya. It's complete to Golden Tate. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
First carry of the game here for Matt Asiata. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. First down, Kessler. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Kessler. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. It's Kaya. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Throwing is Kaya. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Kaya. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now Kaya. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple. On the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
On 2nd down, here's Kessler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing is Kessler on third down. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll toss it to Crowell. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Working from the gun, Kessler. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Play fake to Crowell, now Kessler. And he slings one that's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out is last year's Lou Grosso Award winner, rookie Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
To throw is Kaya. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Kaya now on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jamie Collins, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
Here we go. No, Jack, pinch it. Here we go now.
3rd and long, it's Kaya. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Going up top. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Set. Lead. Leopard.
Crowell. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Kaya. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Kaya. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Fresh set of downs here. This is Crowell. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
So 2nd and 10 here. To throw, Kessler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Kessler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the play, it's Marshawn Lynch, who appears to have been shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down, here's Kaya. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Kaya. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kessler. The rookie first-rounder David Njoku with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and 10, here's Kessler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A little dump off for Corral. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll try and run for it with Corral. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second down, here's Kessler. Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. Out is last year's Lou Grosso Award winner, rookie Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now of the game, and he's making it look easy out there.
Yeah, he kind of has that vibe about him, doesn't he, Brandon? You get the sense when he comes out there, he just says, don't worry, guys, I got this. And 4 times now, he has.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now it's Kaya off the bootleg. And he's going to go down again. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He juked him, and now running right through him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Kaya. And Jones has it over the middle. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 24-yard line.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down is Kaya. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off, it's the Coble corner. Joe Hayden with it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down and 4. About 3 here as he's out to the 30. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Lions on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They go back to Reddick. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now Kai on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's Kaya. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession now.
On the ground, it's Reddick. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
A shotgun snap for Kaya. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, Michael Roberts there. Third down here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Lions on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Kaya. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Kaya now to throw, escaping the pressure right. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory. And a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision. No matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
Going underneath for Crowell. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Kessler. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught at about the 5. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
On 2nd down, Kessler. That's Njoku over the middle. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Out is last year's Lou Grosso Award winner, rookie Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Riddick with a carry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The Lions on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kaya. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Kaya going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Jabril Peppers, the rookie from Michigan.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. At the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Oh, Kessler looks to throw it. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A fake to Crowell. Now it's Kessler. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Kessler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Jamal Agnew, the rookie out of San Diego. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. There's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Kaya now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Shotgun snap, Kessler, flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's Kaya after the interception. is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
They are in the 4th and Buffalo. And it was the Saints that wound up winners in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Cleveland, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try and turn things with the Chicago Bears.